So many of you know what you want to do in terms of the change that you want to make in your life, but you then put it off until the new year. And I think that is a peasant mentality. I'm just going to say it. That is a peasant mentality. Winners do the opposite. Winners, the moment they are self-aware that something is wrong, something is incongruent in their life, and they're like, I need to make this change, winners literally start taking action that moment. And I believe when they do that, that is a high five to the universe, to your creator. And I believe that the universe, your creator, ends up working with you to help you create the outcome. But if you know there's something wrong and you don't do anything about it, and you put it off until the new year or until your birthday or until something's right or until things are perfect, the timing's perfect, guess what? The universe is going to shut doors of opportunity for you. It's going to make it increasingly more difficult for you to create the outcome. I'm convinced of this. I don't know if there's any science that'll back me up on this, but I'm convinced of that fact. And I believe that winners are people who take action the moment they see something wrong. I believe peasants, losers, are people who continue to stay down the path of self-destruction, self-harm, of vices, of addictions, of dependencies, even when they become aware of it, even when they see it's damaging their family, even when they see it's damaging their finances, their health, their relationship, they continue down that path in a self-destructive manner, kicking the can down the road, almost as though to give a big fuck you to the universe, to God, to their creator, by way of, I'll start later. And you know how it is. When you say you're going to start later, you start almost creating this momentum, this negative momentum, this momentum of the downfall of you. Well, okay, January didn't work out, January 1st. You know what? I'll do it late January. I'll do it February. You know what? Spring's coming. I'll do it in summertime. Well, as soon as my birthday passes, next thing you know, half the year's gone by, you're still drinking, you're still snorting, you're still smoking, you're still doing that thing that you meant to change months earlier. And so if those of you out there, if you're thinking like, man, I'm going to make a resolution to make more money, to get fit, to network more, to be able to connect with people, to get out and socialize, to start a new challenge, to take on a new path, to develop myself into a better human, to get into a relationship that's meaningful where someone loves me and cares for me as much as I want to love and care for them, because you're stuck in a shitty relationship and you don't get out of that situation today, you are literally telling the universe that it is okay to punish me with more of this stuff. And so what do? Well, the best thing you can do for yourself is to start now. Like, why can't today be New Year's Day for you? Why can't right now, this minute, be New Year's Day for you to make the commitment and to have the intention every day to follow through with that commitment with discipline and singularity of focus? Hey guys, quick interruption to the Bedros Keuilian show. I want to remind you about the Keuilian Wellness Shot. I created the Keuilian Wellness Shot because I wanted a product that was going to help you boost your immune system and fight off inflammation in your gut, in your joints, in your body, so that you are healthy, you don't get sick, and you live an awesome life. Keuilian Wellness Shots have these 9 ingredients that are going to absolutely help fight off inflammation and boost your immune system. Vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, ginger, turmeric, echinacea, B12, cayenne pepper, and black pepper. And every single packet is checked for heavy metals because our ingredients are top quality and we use nothing but top quality because we cut no corners. So you can use my name, Bedros, at Keuilian.com and get 50% off your Keuilian Tribe subscription. You not only get 50% off your first order, you also get free shipping. You get a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee, so that if you don't like the product for some reason, which we have yet to meet anyone who don't like the product, we will give you your money back, no questions asked, and we will shake hands and part ways as friends. And of course, $1 of every order goes to Shriners Children's Hospital, which is a hospital system that I've been helping and supporting for over 12 years. They provide medical procedures, medical services, surgeries to children whose families can't afford these procedures. So go to Keuilian.com, use code word Bedros, join the Keuilian Tribe. You get 50% off your first order and then 20% off your recurring monthly orders after that. Back to the show. So here's the 3 areas that I want you to focus on this year, because there's all these shows that tell you about how you ought to consider doing your New Year resolution. I say fuck the New Year resolution altogether. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. Start now. But the 3 areas that I need you to focus on right now is 1, self-mastery. Self-mastery by way of figuring out your emotions, your mental state. What are the things that trigger you? What are your limiting beliefs? What are your vices that keep you shackled to the human animal versus freeing you to becoming a human being? What are the mental and emotional steps you need to take to improve your mental and emotional hygiene? Maybe you're watching too much porn. Maybe you're screen sucking on social media too much and you're starting to feel FOMO. Maybe you keep skipping out on your workouts. Maybe you keep saying that you're going to eat clean and make, meal prep your foods and you never do. Whatever those things are, it's about time that you commit to it through self-mastery. Self-development, mastery of self, personal growth is your number one purpose as a human. See, everyone's out there looking for their purpose. I want to figure out what my purpose is. I want to develop my purpose. I want to know what I'm meant to do on this earth. Great. But you dumb shit, you haven't even developed yourself. You're the same person who go all caps, all exclamation points, and argue with someone on an Instagram post on something that's so trivial like politics, as though you have any control over any of it. And then you completely disregard the things that you have control over. How is that a self-mastered human? It's not. So guys, if you are not focusing on your number one purpose in life, which is to develop from a human animal to a human being, go and develop the blueprint, the handbook, the owner's manual of you to figure out why you think the way you do, why you negotiate your way out of your goals, why you listen to that inner bitch voice, why you have your inner advocate tied up and in the trunk of your car instead of in the passenger seat or in the driver's seat of your car. Those are the things that you have to focus on now. You start now, not during the New Year's. Self-development starts now. If you've been molested like I was, if you were beat up like I was, if you were yelled at, if you were abused by your parents, I don't give a fuck what happened to you in life. You can't use those as excuses to march into a new year and still be the same dumb shit. You simply can't. Because once you start repeating a pattern that's self-destructive and expecting a different outcome, that is literally the definition of insanity. And if you've got self-mastery checked off, then on to the next thing, which is your fitness, right? Your fitness. And we don't need to do these things sequentially. We can do these three things that I'm going to share with you simultaneously at the same time. Because part of self-mastery is thing number 2, which is your fitness goals, right? Tony Robbins always says, man, and I believe him to be right, like if you want to change your mental and emotional state, immediately change your physical state. Go do something active. Go work out. Go on a run. Go on a swim. Go do some hill sprints. Because the moment you change your physical state, your mental emotional state have no choice but to follow. It may take a few minutes, it may take a few rounds, it may take a few sets, but sooner or later, your mental emotional state will follow your physical state. But if your physical state is, I'm in a dark room, watching dark stuff, playing dark video games, having dark thoughts, of course your emotions are going to be depressed and sad and overwhelmed and negative. Fucking get some sunlight, man. Take that pasty skin of yours and get some sunlight on it. Start working out. Figure out what your macros should be, fellas, right? Your macros are your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. Figure out how much you have to eat and how much you have to work out to get rid of those jelly titties that you have, those baloney titties that you've got. How much protein do you need? How much carbs you need for energy? How much fat you need for sustenance so that you can burn fat, build muscle, and fucking launch into the new year as a lean, jacked, athletic man. So that when you look at yourself in the mirror naked, you're like, fuck, I love that guy. Right now, there's no way with that sloppy body you could ever fall in love with yourself. Now, the only other thing you have to do then is go into the gym and get your workouts in. Hell, you can go to the park and do body weight stuff, pull-ups, push-ups, sprints, mountain climbers. There's a million things you can do, body weight squats, lunges. Or you can use the excuse that I don't have access to a gym, so I'll put it off for later, right? Then it's on to number 3, which is your money. And again, like I said, we're not going to do this sequentially, as in first self-mastery, then your fitness, then make money, because that means like it's going to be fucking late into the new year before you even start making money. And if you know anything about what we talk about here, it's about money, meaning, and self-mastery. It's about getting jacked and making money. That is the desire, the core essence, the desire of every man. Get jacked, make money, the highest level of personal development, right there. Because if you're getting jacked and you're making money, both of those things take a lot of time, a lot of commitment, a lot of discipline, a lot of focus, a lot of delayed gratification. And if you are willing to do those things, that is the foundation of self-development. You have to have a lot of patience, emotional resilience, mental toughness. You will learn a lot about yourself in the process of taking risks and doing hard things that average people don't do, that peasants don't do. And slowly you become a winner. You become a formidable force to be reckoned with. And so how do we make our money? I mean, maybe you start scaling your business. Maybe if you work for someone, you start figuring out how you can add more value to that company, to that business, so that you can either make more commission if you're doing sales, or you can ask for a raise because you're contributing to the bottom line more. Maybe it's you starting a side hustle. Maybe you've already got a career and you're happy with your career. You're part of a great team. Start your side hustle. If you start a side hustle, you've got all of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to make a ton of money. So I'm here to tell you, if you are willing to take action now on what you know you need to do in the new year, don't wait for January 1st like all the peasants do, guys. Fucking start the work today in your self-mastery, in your money mastery, and your fitness and health mastery. And when you do, I promise you, the universe will collude with you. It will work with you. It will literally open up doors and opportunities for you. But if you put it off for a perfect time, for the new year, if you're like, hey, I'm just gonna use the rest of the year to eat like a fucking donkey and drink like an alcoholic, then guess what? The universe is gonna be like, fuck you, bro. I don't think you deserve this. Therefore, I'm gonna make it increasingly harder for you to get the results that you want. And so I hope that you will fuck the New Year resolution and you will commit to doing this now. And if you do, I congratulate you. You're a fucking winner. And as I say in my book, Man Up, that makes you a fighter jet and not a crop duster like all the peasants out there.